Hello friends, followers, channel members, happy new week. Hope you're all doing really well. Hope you had a great weekend. Yesterday evening aside, of course, if you're English. If you're not English, you probably don't care. If you're Spanish, you had a great evening. Oh, let's try not to mention the football. We're not going to be able to do that. I'm sure we'll talk about that later on. But I just want to put this out there right from the moment, right from the kickoff, so to speak. The better team won. There is absolutely no doubt the better team won. Anyway, moving very swiftly on. Good evening, everyone. Hi, David, Christy, Friendly in DC. Nick is in of course, Nick is in the chat. We're flying a British Airways flight route. Of course, Nick's here. Both on YouTube and Twitch as well, Nick. Good to see you on both. Organ Aviator. Yeah, I managed to find I must have caught something and slowed the music down. I had no idea I'd done that until a couple of people, including yourself, let me know. So I've been searching high and low for the reason for that, and managed to find it. So yeah, hopefully that sounded better for you. Sean's in the house. Hey Chris, good to see you as well. Chris said he flew home last night. Virgin Atlantic kept interrupting the movie viewing with score updates. I bet you the movie was far better than the final score, wasn't it? So yeah, the reason we're doing a British Airways ops today, flying into IniBuilds London Heathrow. IniBuilds are kicking off their summer surprises week this week. Now, IniBuilds is one of our channel partners, as most of you already know. So every week at 1700 hours Zulu time, they are launching a brand new offer. The offer today is in the video description down below. Basically, loads of major hub airports, all available for just £10 or $9.99. That offer, though, will expire in, well, it'll be less than 24 hours as they get replaced every day at 1700 Zulu hours. So if you want any of those airports, you can pick them up now. Don't forget to check out the video description for the link, and you can get yourself those whilst they're on offer, because that offer will expire tomorrow. Different offers will be coming in as the week progresses. Tune to Unicorn. Let me just get off of that. So that's the reason we're flying into Heathrow tonight. We don't do Heathrow that often. The last time we flew into Heathrow, it was hilarious. Nearly at London, for those of you who remember. Anyway, let's crack on. So there's our operational flight plan. Even though we're British Airways, we're still going to be operating it with our usual Orange Airline standard operating procedures, although we are on IE engines, which is a little bit different. So that's nice as well. We've got the immersion pack in as well, so who knows, we might have some lovely wing vortices depending on what conditions are like. Flight time 1 hour 38, so yes, that's quite nice. Alternate Birmingham, cost index 11, got a bit of a headwind slowing us down. Underloaded by just over 4 tons. Shear rate is nice and low, so shouldn't be too turbulent as we go. What we plan to cruise at 32, that's fine. There's loads of VATSIM ACC over Germany tonight, so hopefully we'll have there's none here in Prague currently, but once we get airborne we should pick up ATC pretty soon, and hopefully they might stick with us then all the way into London. Off runway 24, plug is about 6.7 tons of fuel, CNR 23. The flight routing should be fine, no train en route. Looking at London Heathrow, look at that, we've got a ceiling of 600 feet. Now I believe, I'll have to check en route, but I think that's still Cat 1 ops. We'll see if the weather's going to get any worse than that. Looking like that ceiling is getting pretty low all over. The alternate Birmingham, that's 800, Manchester's 900. All of them, though, legally are Cat 1 approaches, so we're okay to have those for our alternates. If they were, if they were dropping into LVPs for those alternates, we'd have to reconsider and have a look somewhere else, which that could happen as the evening drops on. So we'll play that by ear as we go. Having a look at the forecast then. What is the date today? It's the 15th. So at the moment the meta is fine, but there's a chance. Yeah, you can see that Prop 40, which means chances are it is going to happen. Getting up towards 10 o'clock this evening, showers of rain, thunderstorms. Oh right, okay. Might take extra fuel for that then. That could be an interesting night over London. That could be a very interesting night over London. What's Birmingham got? They're okay. No thunderstorms predicted, but showers of rain and a few CBs. Okay, that's fine. Manchester, I think it's a bit too far north to be getting all of that, so I think that's okay as well. Gatwick, well, if London's getting hit, then Gatwick's not far off. Although no thunderstorms there that I can see. Stansted also escaping those. So it's just Heathrow that's advising thunderstorms are potentially an issue. That's our flight route. Yeah, there you go. So icing 20,000 feet and below, we're ignoring that as letting about to CVs because we're nowhere near that. So yeah, the jet stream obviously northerly, which is why we've got southerly jet stream blowing north, which is why it's probably bringing all that weather into London. So have a look at the no times then for Rosinia. Don't think any of those are going to affect us. No, that's fine. Cool. Okay, right, well in that case, what fuel am I going to take? If we've got a chance of thunderstorms, that just means everything is going to get backed up, doesn't it? So that means we're going to take more fuel than we need. I've seen aircraft get held for an hour or two at a time and then still have to divert somewhere, so we've got plenty of space. Let's go with let's take 8.5 ton. Yeah, screw it, it's not my wallet that's paying for it. We'll take 8.5 ton and that's fine. That brings our landing weight, that's fine, it's still well within limits. I'm not going to do a dispatch landing calculation for Heathrow. It is a huge runway, no problem, so we know we're going to be fine. Yep, 8.5 ton of fuel. Cool. Let's go find the aircraft then, and here it is. Our beautiful IE engines at Prague. Quite nice too. I mean, this is great scenery. Prague. This is from Orbex, and the fact I'm departing from a British Airways stand, which is great because they don't have to taxi quite as far as as the EasyJet guys, so our taxi is much shorter today, which is nice. Right, just see if GSX is going to play ball, and there we go, lovely. Right, let's hop on board, start getting ourselves all set up. Here we go. See how the previous flight crew have left our aircraft then. So yeah, pumps were on, external power, they're fine, nav lights are on, just turn those off. Yeah, that's all good. Audio control panel, see how this has been set. Yeah, that's fine, make sure that's been monitored. Thrust levers, well, it's flaps, parking brake, good, should be squawking 2,000. There we go. Back pressure's not yet in the green, and I'll get constraints on here. I think the initial climb out as well of Prague is 5,000. I'll set that now, but I will check it. So just turn the screen brightness down, blind everybody. So if you are just joining us, hope you're doing very well. As I say, we had a good weekend. If you don't like football, I'm sure your weekend was absolutely fine. Have we got... I don't think we've got an ATC here, so let me just double check. No, there's not. There's loads en route though, so it's going to be quite a busy flight, which is always good fun. We'll turn this up because chances are we'll use it in a little bit. Thompson says he's currently sat at Heathrow and the weather is looking good. Excellent. Cleverdox, hello. And Sailor43 from North Carolina, hello to you guys as well. Thank you for joining us. So what is the meta here? We've got winds 150.5 here, runway 24 for departure. Cav OK, 29 degrees, and the QNH is 1012. Yeah, 29 degrees. Let's get those down. It's going to be a bit warm and stuffy on here, isn't it? Should we just let a bit of air in? Remind me to close that. I know it's on the checklist, but I always forget, and that's never good. So let's start setting up the box. Paul Collier says he lives close to Heathrow and it's biblical rain there. Oh, it's amazing how those downpours can just affect isolated areas, which is great. And the sim, I think, actually does that really, really well. So, DC says, good evening at the moment, still at work, hope can see the landing from home. Fair enough. Dr. Magic, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Right, let's do our init request. I'll check the database as well in a moment once that's come through. Oh, this feels so easy after spending last week in a Boeing aircraft. So IRS, we've got, 3 no greens there, fine. Aircraft status, engines, and we've got the valid air cycle. Beautiful. Right, where is my operational flight plan? There we go. Lovely. So let's get this. Let's get all this information in. Flight number BA A320 Victor. Cost index of 11. I mean, I'm quite giddy about that cost index. It's faster than what we'd normally get. Tropopause is pretty close. Let's download the winds as well. Aviate, hello, and you can hello to you. Positive climb. Can I show you a bit of the airport? Yeah, I'm sure we can. Just bear with me. I will do my best not to forget. When I'm setting stuff up, I have an awful memory. at the best of times. So 56.5 north, 4:59 and 16.0. Okay, they're fine. And we're cruising today at what? 32. With a temperature of -42, so that's close to the icing range, isn't it? I have to keep an eye on that as we're going if we end up through visible moisture. So we are going to depart off to 4, that's the main runway here, and it's a huge runway as well. Balto 5 Alpha, let's get that inserted. And then we're looking to arrive ILS 09 Logan 2 Hotel. And I can't for the life remember what veer it will be. So, charts, where are you? Right, Logan Hotel is Lambourne coming in. So, let's find that. There we are. What have I got there? I've got 611 miles, I've got 607 in the box. That's fine. Yeah, thank you, Andy. Good spot. The guy in the right hand seat had sorted that out for me. What is it? 3, 4, Victor. There we go. Doesn't actually have any bearing in the sim. That's just what's transmitted to the ATC. So in real life, yeah, that would that would probably have confused a few people. Radnav page, OCL. Just hard tune that. That's the VOI here on the field at Prague. Right, let's have a look at the ATSU for our received messages. Okay, so zero fuel weight is 56.8. Takeoff. CFG is 29.5, but our max zero fuel weight is 31.2. Fuel for the alternate is, let's call that I'm going to call that 1.4. It's actually on the plan. It's just under 1.3, but if there are storms in the area, let's just be a bit careful. Add that up a little bit. Nick, the last time I flew BA, I'm almost certain they told me on a shuttle run their cost index was 11, but they may change. I don't know British Airways subs. You're probably right, given that you're in love with them. Block fuel is what did I say? 8.5 tons. I did like the model you picked up last week. I saw the photos of that. I thought that looked pretty nice. And I've just seen Nick on Twitch. You were already telling me it was Lamborghini. Yeah. Seriously, how well do you know British Airways? 8.5 ton takeoff weight of 65.1 is our takeoff weight, and 31.2. Oh, I can imagine, Nick, it was very expensive. Yes, very expensive indeed. All good models are as well. Was it a Gemini model? Cargo's now been loaded. Fantastic. Right, let's do our takeoff performance calculations then. It is dry here, go flaps 1. Although, actually no, let's be all British Airways about it. Let's go with Optimum, we'll probably get flaps 3. Anti-ice off, packs will be, I'll go on, British Airways have them on, we'll have them on. Take off weight is 61.5, no it isn't, 65.1. C of G is 29.5. I'll try and be as British Airways as I can tonight. Intersection data, if we could take Bravo, that's nice, it's an even shorter taxi for us then. There we go. That works, so it's 333337. And we've got flaps 3, there you go. How very BA of them. Flaps 3 and a flaps of 56. I'm going to have to remember we're doing flaps 3. that's not orange sops. Okay. Lovely. Let's just have a look at the charts. Have we got any speed restrictions on our departure? I don't think we have. No. Just the usual 250 below 10. So that's fine. Mad says he's thinking to get himself the 1200 A380, but he's thinking of getting the BA one. They look stunning, but like Nick's just said, they're so expensive. Clover Rock, seen the videos on Say Intentions, just really think it's worth it. I really like it, and I think it's great practice. You've obviously got Beyond ATC for practice as well, but Say Intentions, there's something about unscripted, and I love that, which is really good. Rob, why would an airline not go with optimum flap configuration? Basically, Rob, because what is optimum for one airline might not be the optimum for the other, and that almost is a very similar conversation to cost index, which we could maybe get into in the cruise, Rob, if you wish to be bored by me. Right, that's done. So let's have a look at second flight plan, copy active, and ooh, what have I done? Thrust acceleration 2658, 2658, and 2158. Okay. 2658. Yeah, that's fine, Rob. We can talk about that. I will, but you know, don't be scared in reminding me, because as I say, I will forget. Right, engine out procedure is standard 28 right turn erase you. Hold. So I'll pop that into our secondary flight plan. So I'm just going to put in here a zoo. And a hold at a ratio 061. And it's left turns. And then obviously, if we have lost an engine, we are coming back here to Prague on the ILS 24. No star needed, and erase you, I believe, is one of the Vias here. Yeah, so that all should tie up very nicely. Quick look. Yeah, there we are. Straight out, right turn erase you. Beautiful. Good. So let's look at doing a brief. I think everyone's just finishing getting on board. Nikan, which is better, VATSIM or IVO? I've never used IVO. I'd be interested to hear in the chat for those of you that do, if anyone has got experience with both. I've always been a VATSIM pilot, so I'm afraid I can't really help you. Right. So aircraft is fine. Nothing in the tech log aside from the weather radar, which could be a potential problem tonight. We'll just have to live with it, unfortunately. Nothing out of the ordinary here at Prague. We know Prague very well, so that's straightforward as well in terms of no times, etc. No weather for the departure that I need to worry about or en route until we start to get to London. Let's talk about the taxi then. So we're stand 11, pushback north on it'll be Bravo 2. Then we are going to take Bravo, so we're just going to straight on Bravo. Hold at the Bravo intersection for departure on 2-4 for that intersection departure. So it's a very short taxi. Given it's a short taxi, then we'll get both engines started and we will do the flight control checks before we start taxiing, because we haven't got very, very long, have we? So we'll try and get through as much of the briefing as we can before we move, because we've only got from Bravo 2 to Bravo to go. The departure itself is straightforward, straight out, first turns to the right, MSA is 3.6, and our initial climb, yeah, we were right, is 5,000 feet, so that's fine. Transition altitude also 5,000 feet. Good, okay, I think that's about as straightforward as it can get. So we'll get the APU all started up, and yeah, we should be good to go pretty soon. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board British Airways flight from Prague to London. My name is Gavin and I am the captain of this flight. We are currently preparing for departure and we will be taking off shortly. Thank you for choosing British Airways. Enjoy your flight.
Fuel pumps on. Refuel is completed, so seatbelt signs can come on. Our Organ Aviator is not quite as simple as that. Cost index 1 doesn't mean lower cost.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. My name is Nick Burrows and I am the cabin crew member on this flight. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. Thank you for choosing British Airways. Enjoy your flight.
Right, final check of the box. Departures in there. That's fine. Radnav's Prague VOR. 32 is going to be fine. No step climb required. 333337. Flaps 3, flex 56. Noise abatement 2. Departure.
Hi, it's me again. I just thought I'll share some information with you. Our flight today will take approximately 1 hour and 38 minutes. The weather in London is partly cloudy. We expect a smooth flight with a small chance of light turbulences. Please relax and enjoy the flight.
Get the APU bleed on now, start cooling the cabin down. Let's shut this window before I forget. Look at that sunset. That is awesome. Nick says he's just run over from stand 27 to say that. Oh, Park, mate, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Santa King, you did I fly from Mallorca on Saturday? No, it wasn't me. I never fly at the weekends. No. Just waiting for everyone to finish coming on board and then we'll get out of here. 134 passengers, 117 on. Organ, you were talking about config 1 for departure. Well, again, it's not that simple, is it? And I don't claim to know everything about it because that's not my job. It's not the pilot's job. The pilot's job is just to fly the aircraft. That's the engineers and the pencil pushers' job. But different scenarios as well, different wind conditions, all of that stuff, all play a part. It's definitely not as simple as the less flaps you use, the cheaper it is. In fact, some would say the opposite. You get airborne
shortly after takeoff, we'll start serving snacks,
which means you
drinks.
reduce thrust sooner.
You can find our Sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you.
And the aircraft is now fully loaded. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get those packs on. It's been a minute or so. Aircraft acceptance then has been completed. Our fuel quantity is 85. Make sure that's loaded and balanced. Yep. Seatbelt signs are on. It is, well, 3 now greens, and the QNH 1012, 1,170 feet. Lovely. Final load sheet. Cross check that against everything. Takeoff weight 65, that's fine, and our CFG is 31.4. Yeah, they're fine. No LMCs. Chase, mate, thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying it. This is the boring part, the fun bits when we're actually moving, which is about to be now. I think someone's just put 50p in the meter. The terminal lights have just all come on. That looks stunning. If you reduce the thrust for the higher config, you have less climb performance. You do get drag, but of course then you can offset that quite easily. But let's talk about this in the cruise. There's lots to delve into if we really want to get boring about it. Let's get GSX into play. And let's tune to Unicorn.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Final check, there's no ATC. No, fine. Prague traffic, Speedbird 34 Victor, stand 11, pushback facing north on Bravo.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, beacon light turn on, and transponder as well. Before start checklist, parking brake on, takeoff data is confirmed, windows are closed, double check, yes they are. EFB is on flight mode, doors closed and armed, and beacon is on. Oh, well, so nice to see you back in the blue bus again and not the brown thing. I do have a
Locking gear.
small soft spot for the majestic and romance of the long haul flight, though. Maybe we'll have to take this thing on a long haul. There are some very long A320 flights. In fact, I think Kuwait used an A320 to get obviously from Kuwait to Manchester. And I'm sure it's just a normal 320, not like a Neo or anything like
that. Release parking brakes, please.
Santa Kingi, there was an EJ 5 slots ahead of us. Could have been you. Could have been, but it wasn't.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so clear left, clear on the right. Where is this amateur tug driver taking me? Oh my word. Help, I want to get off. Nose wheel steering disconnected, sadly.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, I ask
Engine
that you please direct your
engine
attention to the crew members as we review the emergency procedures. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, Make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats, and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention.
Leon, yeah, always using live weather, particularly when we're on VATSIM WASP. Not long till the A350 and A380, and then I'll be normal again. Yes, back in a long-haul Airbus flight. And we do have the headwind A330, which I just need to find time to fly them all. Nikan, why haven't we set the trim? Because we don't do that until after engine start, Nikan.
Please set parking brakes.
You can't do it until after engine start because you have no hydraulic power, so it doesn't work. Parking brake is set. Engine 1 stable. Start engine 2. Love the yellow tips that British Airways have on the nacelles.
Unlocking gear.
Slinger 42, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Say good afternoon. I actually mean good evening.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
If all our cabin behaves, tell you what, we might even give away a copy of Heathrow when we get there. How's that for bribery? Seriously, this truck driver's getting a bit close, and I'm pretty certain that he has just run over his colleague. Unicus 123, thank you for the follow. And engine 2's available. Lovely. Engine 1 selected to normal then. And APU bleed can come off. The packs are on. APU mask can come off. Anti-ice is not required. So, spoilers, rudder, flaps 3, apparently. And trims 29.5. And the after start checklist. Anti-ice VCAM status is checked. Pitch trim 29.5, rudder neutral. Alright, let's do our flight control check then here on off stand. So we've got full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, and neutral. No LMCs, engine procedure is standard, straight out, above 2,800 feet, right turn, ratio, hold 4,000. Departure is noise abatement 2 with a right turn and our initial climb 5,000. Alright, what's going on ahead of us? I can see British Airways, which I think is Nick. Got an EasyJet there as well. Master caution, is that the side stick? Yeah, cancel that. Clear ECAM, disregard.
I hope you enjoy your drink.
Prague traffic, Speedbird 3-4 Victor, taxiing out of the North Haven Bravo 2. On Bravo, hold at Bravo intersection for departure 2-4. Lights, brakes, weather radar. And taxi checklist. Oh, flight controls. We were going to do those stationary, weren't we? Okay, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, full left, neutral. Nick, are you waiting for me? I've not heard anything on Unicom. Mind you, I've only just tuned to it, so my bad. So flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 3. FMA's got climb nav blue 1FD2, 5,000 blue. Radar and predictive wind shear are on.
Bird 853 Sierra, just holding here for the company to pass over.
Roger, thank you. Speedbird 34 Victor. So ECAM cabin not ready. EFB is stowed and disconnected. Come on, cabin crew. I'm going to try and speed them up. KJFK. Great name. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Thank you for the follow. Packco, I'm using the Thrustmaster Captain's pack. So the Thrustmaster side stick and thrust levers, etc. Someone broadcasting there. It's just static on the radio. But then it's Unicom, so it could be someone who's quite a long way away. The only problem with this intersection is I can't actually see if it's clear. Right, there we go. ECAM memo is takeoff, no blue. Right, I now need my first officer to stick his head out the window and tell me if the runway is free. Maybe not literally out the window. Well, ooh, I can't see. Well, I can't hear anyone in Unicom, so if I crash into them, it's their own fault. Prague traffic, Speedbird 34 Victor, lining up via Bravo, runway 24.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Leave the packs on. Line up checklist, cabin is secured for takeoff. Takeoff runway is via Bravo, route 24 confirmed. TCAS, TRA, packs 1 and 2 are on. Wasps you've just spent. At least you got them at a great price, Wasps. That's the main thing. Seeing that EasyJet take off before me made me nostalgic. Right, it's not that far out. We might just wait till he gets to about 10 miles, makes that first turn, and then we'll go. Because I don't know where he's going. I don't know if he's on the same departure as us. He probably is, particularly if he's heading back to the UK. So yeah, we just don't want to get in his way. Whilst we're waiting, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream this evening. Aaron Vicky, GSX has its own install, so you don't have to worry about installing anything into community folders or anything like that. Prague traffic, Speedbird 34 Victor, runway 24 is rolling. Okay, so 0.05 for the engines. Take off. Start the chrono. They're stable. Set takeoff thrust. And flex SIS runway. God, these engines seem slow compared to the CFMs. No wonder they use flaps 3. knots. End of the runway seems imminent. V1. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. I forgot the IEs, you have to rotate a lot harder than the CFMs. Let's thrust climb. The nose. Thrust climb. Climb. Autopilot mode engaged. No ATC around. So.
Prague area traffic speedbird 853 Sierra is rolling runway 24.
Standard pressure 150 pure. Flaps 1. SWFC, how long's the flight? In total, flight time's about 1 hour 30. Aaron Vicker, yeah, download and use. That's pretty much it. Mads, part of the IE engine logic ignition is on. Yes. Flap 0, spoils is on. But the ignition is on automatically. It's not now. We've disarmed spoilers and we're flap 0. But you'll notice that it wasn't on. It was in normal mode down here, but the Airbus logic leaves it on. Airbus sunset departure. KJFK, yep, it is the Fenix A320 that we're on. We're above MSA. We'll chase that sunset all the way to London. Cabin crew is released. Might just add a touch of mood lighting. Maybe not that much. Standard pressure on standby. Okay, spoilers, flaps, gear, lights come off.
We are now climbing to our cruising altitude. We will be starting our in-flight service shortly. You can find our Sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you.
Nick sounds very tired, doesn't he? It's this way, if we climb fast enough, the sun will rise again, particularly as we're going to be flying north and towards it. Aaron, no, same thing, mate. You just download, run the installer, and it does it all for you. No, nothing else you need. SWFC, he doesn't sound impressed. I mean, maybe this is his last shift. He's going back home to London. He's looking forward to getting tucked up in bed with a Heathrow live stream on in the background. Matty says, wishing us a good flight and nice weather. Well, it is here. So it might get a bit dodgy towards Heathrow as we go. Right, that's 10,000 feet. Let's get airports onto the EFIS. We've got Radnav page, which we can clear out. Progress page, flight level 32. Yeah, that's absolutely going to be fine for us. So. Flight level 320 and confirm 320 blue. Cost index of 0. That's an Orange Airlines sub. Liverpool British Airways one. Second flight plan, copy active. And given how nice the weather is just here, oh look at that, I love this. I tell you, you definitely appreciate stuff like this more when you grew up playing Flight Sim 95, 98, 2000, etc. Hell, even FSX should still blow your mind. Because that looks gorgeous. Seatbelts off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You may now move around the cabin, but we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
So just looking ahead, there seems to be loads of ATC coming up, I think. So should be some quite busy airspace in a few miles. Nikan, is it important to switch the cost index to 0 at 10,000 feet? No, absolutely not. Not all airlines do that. Just the Orange airline, whose standard operating procedures that we usually fly on this channel. It's the standard operating procedures that I know, so that's why I'm doing it. I don't know if British Airways do that. They probably don't. Sailor says, totally agree. I grew up with the old school flight sim, and I think if you did, you look at the view we've got here on screen and just simply marvel at it. Wow, reflections, sunsets, it's insane. There is one thing the old school flight simulators had though that this doesn't, and that was proper cirrus clouds. Although apparently FX24 is going to address that. So, can anyone just Google for me? How many people have got Google sat in their living room? Hey Google, what time will the sun set at London Heathrow? I'm hoping now anyone listening that's got a Google device is going to be able to answer that question. Andrew says, my first flight sim was on the 128 Spectrum, not a patch I'm aware of. Oh no, that's complete chalk and cheese, isn't it? Matthew Presley, thank you mate, straight in there. 21:11. Is that going to be local time? Lots of people coming up at the same time. I would imagine that probably will be local time, won't it? Alexa says 21:11 as well. So that's agreed. Well, that is, if that's local time, that's an hour and 10 minutes, isn't it? So the sun will have set, but there might still be a hint of daylight around.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting our in-flight service. We'd like to remind you that we accept card payments as well as cash. You can find our Sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you. Please remain seated while we serve you. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask one of our cabin crew members. Thank you.
Hey Glenno, good to see you on stream. Jake the Avgeek says my Google Home just answered. Well, that's what I was hoping, yes. I have done it before where I've had everybody's Alexas and Googles playing Never Gonna Give You Up. Just to wind everybody up. Suddenly you watch the viewing count drop. Klaus Hansen says, hello, it's been a long time since we had the chance to watch a live flight, but tonight indeed. Oh, Klaus, it should be a good one as well. Coming into Heathrow is always good fun and usually busy. So, good stuff. Dope says, after using the 777, I really miss the autocruise feature. Does Phoenix have any plans to implement that as far as you're aware? No, Dope, it doesn't. But that you can set the sim rate to ×2 in the Phoenix. So that is an option. That is the maximum it will allow you to do though, ×2, and that is it. Lenny says he also had the flight sim in the Spectrum and loved it. I don't think I'm quite old enough to have had the Spectrum flight sims, but 95 and upwards. Organ, am I planning to get a stream in tomorrow evening? Organ, no. I don't know. That's usually the case. Anyone that knows me knows that that is indeed the case. It depends how the day plans, whether the days go to plan or not. But with 4 young children knocking around in various clubs and whatnot, probably not. And then goodness knows what we're going to do at the end of this week because the school holiday's kicking. So we'll get to top cruise and do a fuel check. I mean, we should have loads. Keep an eye on the weather as well for Heathrow. We'll get some on-route weathers. We'll have a look at some alternate weathers as well, just in case things go wrong in Heathrow weather-wise. We end up stuck in a hole forever. Tony, is HD still around? He is, Tony, he is. Spends most of his life above the clouds though at the minute. but he's definitely still around. I was chatting with him earlier. Should have a video out this week as well on the Wingflex FCU that I'm using, the full EFIS FCU unit, which is I'm using now, sat here on my desk, and it's just brilliant. Alright, here we go. We've got our first ATC. I think this should take us, I think it's going to take us all the way to London. The ATC. So that'll be great. München radar. And we'll be able to log on CPDLC as well.
It's approved. Report back. Okay.
Which radar, good evening, Speedbird 34 Victor, passing flight level 267, requesting flight level 320.
Speedbird 34 Victor München, hello, identified, continue climbing level 320.
Continue climb flight level 320, Speedbird 34 Victor.
München, good afternoon, Alpine 68, Zulu passing 335, climbing 260. Alpine 68 Foxtrot Zulus identified, climb flight level 370.
Right, they are using CPDLC, so let's log on to
climbing
this.
flight level 370, Alpine 68 Foxtrot Zulu. Good evening, Bravo Quebec 30. Bravo 7 Quebec identified 380.
Go Delta Mike Oscar.
München Radar, guten Abend. Itaro 3 Papa Papa on flight level 300, inbound on Garmin.
Itaro 3 Papa Papa München, hello, identified, proceed direct at Kuppe.
Proceed direct at Kuppe. Itaro 3 Papa Papa.
Oh man, that looks
Steuerung
good.
ist meiner Papa Charlie, contact Langenräder, Frequency 124.73.
Hey, see, good 124. You have not missed
München
anything
Radio,
other than
good
a
evening, Speedbird 853
gorgeous
Sierra, climbing from
sunset
flight number
flight.
280 to flight number 380. Speedbird 853, continue climbing level 380. Continue climb to 380, Speedbird 853 Sierra.
We've also got Simflex installed as well, meaning that the contrails now that you're going to see are much more realistic.
Yes. Contact Langenräder, frequency 124.73.
Also the chance of shooting stars as well, which is nice at night time. Hey Mona, good to see you.
Qatari 57 heavy is back. Roger.
Oh, it does look beautiful, doesn't it?
Hello, Speedbird 31, flight level 330. Speedbird 31, München, hello, identified 330.
We didn't get a squawk from München radar, did we? Just realised I've left my drink in the other room, which isn't good. Checking the first officer needs his visor down. It's not going to affect us. Right, 1,000 feet to go. Well, a little bit less.
VATSIM. Reduce speed, minimum clean speed, please.
Qatar 57, reducing minimum clean.
Since the 777 came out, you hear so many more long haul flights like Qatari over here in Europe, which is brilliant. Right, top of climb, then we can relax for a bit. Come on, Alt Star.
Ryder 55, get a Golf, requesting a further climb to flight level 380 if possible, thanks.
Oh, I've got 3-3 there.
Ryder 55, Uniform Golf, climb level
Double
380.
check.
Thank you, climb 380, Ryder 55, Uniform Golf.
It should be 3-2. Why have I got 3-3 there? There we go, Mac Ultras. Lovely. So, get our TCAS set to below.
Itaro 3, Papa, descent flight level 200.
And cross the next back to 11.
Descent flight level 200, Itaro 3 Papa.
So now we'll just go through the SD pages. Make sure there's nothing untoward on there.
1734
Well, this looks pretty standard. And then we'll check we've used about 15
Lufthansa 3, correct, November,
100 kilograms of fuel,
climb flight
which
level
adds up to about 8.5 tons. So
and reduce
that's
speed to
fine.
minimum clean speed due to overload of Düsseldorf.
Oh, Düsseldorf
Climbing
sounds busy.
260 and reducing to minimum clean, Lufthansa 3, correct, November, and can we have 3 minutes out of cockpit?
Stand by. In this case, contact Langen radar frequency 124.73.
All's good.
124.73, Lufthansa 3, correct, November. Thank you.
KLM 195, request out of cockpit for 10 minutes.
Right, let's get some en route weathers then. Endochrome with the 777, when the A380 gets released, Dubai is going to be,
in case you have left my airspace,
hectic.
Monitor your recon.
So hectic indeed.
Roger, Unicom, thank you for service, good night.
Oscar Vietnam, Austrian 373, flight level 340 inbound, good no.
Austrian 373, München, hello, identified. München Radar, guten Abend, Lufthansa.
So I get the weather for Düsseldorf.
Lufthansa for Charlie, München, hello, identified. 350, proceed direct Armut. Direct Armut, Lufthansa 1 for Charlie.
We'll have a look for
Radar, hello, Eurowings, for Golf Tango, flight level 350.
Amsterdam as well.
Eurowings 4, Golf Tango, identified 350.
So just looking at big airports, really, places that you'd want to go if you get a problem. And of course, we'll check Heathrow.
Qatari 57, contact Langen radar frequency 124.73.
Langen 124.73, Qatari 57, heavy, bye-bye.
Itaro 3 Papa, contact Bremen radar frequency 124.175.
Okay, so that's Cavalcade. Oh my word, look at the weather down there.
Contact 124.175 for Itaro 3 Papa. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Thunderstorms, rain, gusting 40
Ryan
knots.
3 Papa X-ray, you are leaving, monitor Unicom 122.8, ciao.
Unicom 3
So-
Papa X-ray, thanks, bye-bye.
Speedbird 3-1, you are leaving my
Probably not
airspace.
the best place to
Unicom
dive into if something
122.8,
breaks,
ciao.
is it?
At 1CT, that's nice, thanks for right.
Gusting 40 knots. I'm not familiar with Dusseldorf. Sorry, not Dusseldorf, it's Frankfurt.
That's fine, 68 Foxtrot Zulu,
So I'm not that familiar with it. I don't know what runways they're using, whether it's crosswind or what, but ouch. Hakon A3, hello.
Alpine 68 Foxtrot Zulu, stop
Los
your
Amsterdam,
climb
what
level
going on?
360.
No significant clouds, light rain.
Alpine 68 Foxtrot Zulu, sorry, we'll stop at 360.
And clouds are coming in there as well. Alright. Come on, Heathrow, give me some good news. 4 kilometers, showers of rain,
With a 6 Bravo uniform, you're leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 1 to
temporary showers of heavy rain.
Unicom, thank you, bye, with a 6 Bravo uniform.
Sounds like it could be a eventful evening. How come does the weather radar work on the Phoenix? No, it does not. Sadly. Nothing the Phoenix guys can do about that. It all depends on the on Azobo opening up the API.
Flight shopping service. Today we highly recommend our special offer. A set of
Delta 34 Victor, recycle Squawk 2162.
cosmetics and snacks. You can find our shopping
Squawk
catalogue in the seat box in front of you.
2162.
We accept card payments as well as cash.
Victor.
Michael, good afternoon, Turkish 6 Bravo, flight level 370, bound Echo.
Turkish
Back towards the sun again.
Juliet Bravo, München, hello, identify 370.
Hawk Gaming, the best Amsterdam payware to buy is Flight Tampa.
Alpine 8 Kilo Hotel, contact Bremen radar frequency 128.76.
12876, Alpine 8 Kilo Hotel.
In fact, I think that's the only payware one that's available, actually. Chad Vader, no, this is the Phoenix, not the IniBuilds, no.
Speedbird 853 Sierra, recycle Squawk 2104.
Rito Brazil, good afternoon to you.
Squawk 2104, Speedbird 853 Sierra.
Thank you for joining us, hope you're doing well. Endochrome says a British Airways A320 has had an emergency and diverted to Lyon. Maybe just didn't want to go to Heathrow with the thunderstorms predicted. Screw that. Let's go
München radar
somewhere in France instead.
Servus. Inbound Nibil, climbing flight level 190.
Lufthansa 256, München, hello, identified, climb level 240.
Climb 240, Lufthansa 256.
Alpine 68 Foxtrot Zulu, you are now clear of traffic, continue climbing level 370. Climbing 370, Alpine 68 Foxtrot Zulu.
München Servus, Qatar Cargo 335, flight level 30.
Sky Cargo
Qatar Cargo 335, München, hello, I identified due to overload of Düsseldorf airspace, reduce speed minimum clean.
Just keep an eye on that temperature, because
Reducing to minimum clean, Qatar Cargo 335.
only a couple of degrees
Hello, this is
under what we need it to be.
Foxtrot with CPPs on board.
Hearings 7 Charlie Foxtrot, München, hello, identified. Speedbird 34 Victor, contact Langen radar frequency 124.73.
124.73 for Speedbird 34 Victor. Thank you for the service, bye-bye.
Speedbird 853 Sierra, same for you, contact Langen radar frequency 124.73, bye-bye.
Langen on 124.73, Speedbird 853 Sierra.
Mit Postal Function. Eurowings 9 Papa Charlie, contact Langen radar 135.65, for goodbye.
13565, Shannon, 9 Papa Charlie.
Langdon radar, good evening, Speedbird 34 Victor, flight level 320, inbound Mazik.
Speedbird 34 Victor, Langen radar, hello, identified. Proceed directive now.
And just confirm the direct for Speedbird 34 Victor.
Speedbird 34 Victor, proceed direct T1 Tango India Victor Uniform November.
Direct to Tivon, Speedbird 34 Victor. Didn't get that the first time.
Condor 295, climb to flight level 290.
Clock to 5, Condor 290.
Eurowings 4339, climb to flight level 350.
Saves us a few track miles. Doji says it stopped on the runway. Leon, wonder what the issue is. Might have been a hydraulic thing. Might have been a flat jam.
1332, contact land radar 125.
So they're just checking the brakes, maybe.
1572,
Make sure they're not on fire
I
or
just
anything.
wanted to share some information.
Langham Speedbird 853 Sierra, flight number 380.
32,000 feet at an speed of
Speedbird 835, land radar identified.
The weather in London is partly cloudy, with a temperature
Land radar, transformation Quebec, flight level 380.
flight should be smooth. In case of
Land
any
radar 7 Quebec, radar
don't
25.
hesitate to ask one of our cabin crew members. Thank you and enjoy the flight.
There's also a chance as well, if they have lost something hydraulic wise, they may have lost their nozzle steering, so they're going to need to be get a tug, pull them off the runway.
Descend to 50, Lufthansa 35 November.
Hey Robbie, 320, good evening to you. This is a little bit late. You've joined us just as ATC is starting to get busy. We set off with beautiful clear skies in Prague, and I think as we're heading further and further eastwards towards Europe, it's going to get messy.
Speedbird 31 Hotel, land radar, hello identified. Proceed direct exact.
Direct exact, Speedbird 31.
So it is going to get messy, it is going to get busy as well. Let's have a look at just planning things for the arrival, really. So we're coming in.
295, climb to flight level 350.
Logan 2 Hotel.
Condor 295.
We're 25 there.
Qatari 57, descent to flight level 260.
70 at Lambourne, they will probably continue straight on that heading.
Qatari 57, heavy.
And we're expecting 9 left for arrival.
Lion Hello, Orange 71 Delta 360, ready for
There's no ATC in London, that could be a bit messy.
71 Delta, Langen radar, hello identified. Descent to flight level 270.
So carry straight on at Lambourne, no turn south.
Set flight level 270, Orange 71 Delta.
Yeah, so essentially just expect to do something like this. That will be our arrival. When we no, it won't.
Eurowings 4339, do you
We're
have
on
any
9
problems?
left.
Eurowings
So it'll be that.
4339, ja, der Simulator hat kurz gespackt, geht wieder.
In which case,
Lufthansa 3 Quebec November, contact land radar 135, this is 650, goodbye.
platforms 2.5,
135,
30 degrees,
Lufthansa 3
ILS.
Quebec November, danke, tschö.
VORs, we've got London and Chiltern NDB, which is also
Qatari
hot.
57, contact land radar 135, this is 650, goodbye.
135, that's 135 to 650, Qatari 57, heavy, good day.
Speedbird 300, can we have a 10 minutes after cockpit?
Speedbird 31 Hotel, it's not possible, I can give you 5.
Roger, 5 then, Speedbird 300.
So pop that in, we'll also pop in the Charlie Hotel Tango NDB, in case we need it. We shouldn't need it, I mean, worst case scenario if you're having to fly using NDBs in the 320. So that's fine. I will also use our fixes page for a situational awareness ring, not a flat ring. It's just situational awareness ring. We're not in Boeing anymore. Hit 3,000 feet with that. That's fine.
Lufthansa 5 Charlie Fox, Langen radar, hello identified. Descent to flight level 160, cleared KLAX 5 Alpha arrival.
Again, the better team won. We never for 1 minute. Never for 1 minute doubted Spain. Oh, maybe 1 minute after we equalised, we thought, ooh, and then suddenly it became apparent that.
Eurowings 4339, contact Langen radar 125.2, bye bye.
125.2, Eurowings 4339, danke, ciao.
It was there just to get our hopes up for a few moments.
KLM 270, Langen radar, hello identified. Clear Tango 1 Alpha arrival, descent to flight level 150.
Tango Alpha arrival, descent to fly zeker, de zending zeker aan de kant.
There we go. So that's the
KLM
arrival
270,
nicely
descent to
in
flight level 150.
the box.
Descent to flight level 150, KLM 270.
Depending on how busy it is, whether we have to hold at land
Flight
or not.
71 Delta, descent to flight level 150. Flight 71 Delta, descent to flight level 150.
What's that for Orange 71 Delta?
Orange 71 Delta, descent to flight level 150.
150, 71 Delta, thanks.
Just got an aircraft there.
Thunder 175 Hotel, flight level 200, inbound
And he's at
Tesla.
our altitude. I mean, we're on ATC control.
Lufthansa 175, Langen radar, hello, identified. Climb to flight level 350. Climb to flight level 350, Lufthansa 175 Hotel.
Be a problem, but we are aware of it.
Radar, wings 100, and we're inbound tactical, flight level
Crossing
360.
from left to right ahead of us.
Wings 100 Juliet,
Here
Langen
he is.
radar, hello, identified.
For your information, we are flying minimum speed, clean speed, wings 19 Juliet.
With a beautiful
Wings
contract.
100 Juliet, thank you. Proceed at the RPEC.
Agando
RPEC for 19 Juliet.
says there was a moment we all grabbed our chairs thinking England would make it.
Can you repeat?
Truly hope they do next time. Well, Agando,
2 Alpha, KLM 270.
I'm sure you actually mean that, unless
KLM
it's against
270,
you.
Tango 1 Alpha.
But
Thank you, 1 Alpha, KLM 270, thank you.
we knew, hand on heart, every England fan knew,
7 Quebec, 2 minutes approach.
we were lucky to be there.
2 minutes approach, Quebec.
Radio control, good evening. This is People 916 November now. Level 250 bound Rowley and expecting Rowley to Bravo runway 25 center.
BA A320 November, this decision of the approach controller. You are cleared.
Whilst there's the forecast with the approaches from Lambourn, Rockingham, Bovingdon, etc. Yeah, you're right.
BA A320 November, Roger, descend to flight level 130.
Sorry,
130, People 916.
that's effective what I drew on the other chart, isn't
Condor
it?
295, contact Langen radar 125, listen to, bye bye.
That's the plan.
Condor 295, good job.
Airframe 1927, is at 13,000 feet, going to Frankfurt.
This is 117 Echo, contact Bremen 128.760, bye bye.
128.76 is 1 Echo, bye bye.
Air France 12927
We'll do a
identified.
fuel trek
Cleared
when we
income
get
1
to
Alpha, arrival
Tiven, make
descent
sure
to
that's all running
110.
well.
Sorry, what was that?
Air France 12927, cleared Imcom 1 Alpha, arrival descent to flight level 110.
Just a reminder, guys, as
Descend to
well,
flight level 110, thank you.
if I'm in a good mood, when we get to Heathrow, we'll do a little giveaway as well.
Value, flight level 320.
Austrian 373, Langen radar identified, proceed direct Gulco, Gulf Uniform Lima Kilo, Oscar.
In fact, it might not even be Heathrow we give away. I might open it out and give away just one of
Can you see the waypoint again?
one of the airports that are currently on
Gulco.
special offer, and then you guys can pick. The
Proceed
winner
direct
can pick.
Gulco, Austrian 373.
How does that sound?
Speedbird 835, correction, Speedbird 8530 contact, Maastricht 128.79, bye bye.
Maastricht down 128.79, Speedbird 8530.
Citation 128.760, bye bye. Citation 3 Foxtrot, Bremen 128.760.
Over to Bremen radar, thank you. 2 Foxtrot.
London, good Abend, Qatar Cargo 335, flight level 380, inbound Marsec minimum clean.
I think we can get on CBDLC
Qatari
here as well.
335, Langen radar, hello identified.
So, 7 Quebec, second copy.
Reserve 7 Quebec, contact Maastricht 129, correction, contact Maastricht 128.790.
128.790, sorry, 7 Quebec.
Clouds definitely getting thicker.
Langen radar,
And
good
higher.
evening, Ryanair 2454, climbing 260.
Ryanair 2454, Langen radar, hello identified, climb to flight level 340.
340, Ryanair 2454.
Speedbird 31 Hotel, back cockpit. Speedbird 31 Hotel, identified. Air France 1927, contact arrival 120.805, goodbye.
Contact arrival 128.0.805, thank you.
KLM 270, turn left heading 120.
Left heading 120, KLM 270.
Speedbird 916 November, what are you flying? Turn right heading 140.
What are you flying?
Flying to Raleigh, so speedbird 916 November.
Speedbird 916 November, turn right heading 150.
150, speedbird 916.
No ADC required. Excellent, that's what I like to see. Hey, Big Red Buffalo. Still chasing the
Speedbird
sunset.
31 Hotel, descend to flight level 260. Speedbird 31 Hotel, descend to flight level 260.
Where's the speed?
Tango Radar, Austrian 373, waypoint Ulco is not in my flight plan.
Austrian 373 will then add it to your flight plan.
Speed of your turn right.
Waypoint's not in my flight.
Speedbird 31 Hotel, descend to flight level 260.
260, speed of 300.
0 wings 192, descend to flight level 250.
Germany, I think, is very, very busy. All their airports, particularly busy on a Monday night. You've got to know how to fly your aircraft.
Lufthansa 175 Hotel, contact line radar 125.2, bye-bye.
Contact line radar 125.5, Servus, danke.
Leon, if this flight was a neo, would the fuel be 1.5
KLM
ton?
270, contact arrival 120.805.
Leon, best thing to do is create 2 flights on SimBrief. Check the fuel between them.
KLM 270, contact arrival 120.805.
12705, KLM 270.
Change the engines and see what you get.
Hello, Delta, Charlie, Golf Romeo, Charlie, flight level 190.
Delta, Charlie, Golf Romeo, Charlie, running radar, hello, identified.
ATC's flashing.
Turn right, heading 095.
Accepted.
Turning right, 095. Please confirm, Delta, Romeo, Charlie. Langräder, Delta, Charlie, Golf, Romeo, Charlie.
Maastricht Centre, good afternoon, Speedbird 34 Victor, flight level 320.
Speedbird 34 Victor, Maastricht identified.
Right, so close that.
Speedbird 88 Golf, correct Bremen, 128, decimal 760.
Echo Delta Yankee Romeo.
Alpine 81 Kilo Hotel, descend flight level 260, cross Norco level 280 or below.
Please again for 81 Kilo Hotel.
81 Kilo Hotel, descend level 260 and cross Norco level 280 or below.
Okay, descend 260, Norco 280 or below, Alpine 81 Kilo Hotel.
New station now on the CPDLC. Just cruising with those clouds, aren't we? And you guys, Frankfurt and Berlin are both very busy.
124730 for Langen radar, Transavia 96 Lima.
It's very busy on the voice as well, which is why if we can use this, then it is much better.
Pegasus 224, flight level 220, climbing flight level 250.
Contact 224, Maastricht identified, climb level 310, report your requested level.
Climb level 310, report requested level.
Yeah, what is your requested level?
My requested level is 370.
So to confirm your requested cruise level, please.
My requested cruise level is 370.
Roger.
Cancel that alarm.
988 Golf, correct Bremen radar, 128 decimal 760.
Don't need that. Okay, close that message, don't need that one. And close that. Maastricht radar, there we go. Lovely. Igando says, a little anecdote for those who find the USA.
Good evening. I have.
You didn't know about
issue I need to
CTAF.
connect
Yeah, I
with.
don't know whether I like it or not.
Okay, roger.
Hey, Victor says he doesn't use VATSIM because he feels they speak too fast and always not clear, a bit like real life. How do you understand them and pick up what they say? Honestly, that does come with practice, but also the great thing about IFR flying, commercial airliner flying, is that you can pretty much anticipate what they're going to say anyway. It's only if they give you an instruction you're not expecting that you kind of think, ugh.
Contact 224, proceed direct negative.
So, there's two things
proceed
that I would
direct
expect right now for a controller to tell me. It would be either to contact the next frequency,
Hello, right, 55 Uniform Golf, flight 0380.
or to go direct to a waypoint, a different fix.
Thank you, direct Niagara, right,
They're the next two things I'd be expecting. If it's something different, then I have to
Transavia 7 Quebec,
pay a
descend
bit
to
more
flight
attention. But you do get used to it.
0.
Leon, what is ETP? That is the equitine point, the midway point between
Transavia 7 Quebec, descend to flight level 360.
the airport we departed from and the airport we're landing at. And you can actually change that if you wanted. So, for instance, where are we? We're near Dusseldorf, aren't we? So, if we...
Alpine 81 Kilo Terminal,
you can change it if you go to the data page and go to the Equitine Point page. So it's halfway between these two airports, literally. You can change those. So if I wanted to change it to halfway between Echo Delta Delta Lima, just pop that in there, and then it will recalculate all of that. And we will be halfway between those two airports at 2019 and 166 miles. So that's all it is, and if you look at that Equitine point has now disappeared, but we'll see it again a little bit later on. Oh, Victor, no problem. Good to have you on our live stream today. Just keep an eye on that temperature. It is minus 43, so we don't need the anti-ice, but we are just skirting above those clouds. And we've got the sim effects in there.
Left 5 degrees.
Left 5 degrees, Speedbird 34 Victor. See, I wasn't expecting that.
Contact 224, turn left 5 degrees.
Turn left 5 degrees. 54.
So we're now heading 273 in heading mode. I would not have expected to get that call. So that was that's clearly for traffic purposes.
Contact 224, climb to flight level 350.
That's like the curse of the commentator, Victor. That when I tell you what's going to happen, we get something completely different.
Lot 6 Alpha Whiskey, direct Subic.
Yeah, so as I was saying, we've got sim effects installed as well now, which means that you'll see the interaction with the wings and the cockpit on the clouds much more realistic as we pass through those now. These clouds are pretty thin, so you probably don't want to see very much. Is that a contrail down there? That aircraft? That's quite neat. Doji, what's my advice on advancing pilot skills past your basic IFR flights? In what sense, Doji? Depends what it is you want to do with those. I mean, obviously in the real world you start as...
6 Alpha Whiskey, contact Bremen, 128,
you start as like a second officer, then you get up to a duty first officer, first officer, advance your way through up to captain in the left-hand seat, and then you go even further to
128760.
trainer captain and
my apologies, 128
line jump pilot, all that stuff.
6 Alpha Whiskey.
Correct. Transavia 7 Quebec, when ready, descend level 260, cross Norco 280 or below.
Enda, how do you read visibility on the weather reports? So, if you're talking about the METAR reports...
Transavia 7 Quebec, this was broken up. To confirm, when ready, to level 260 and to cross Norco 280 or
just
below.
bring one up and we'll have a look.
Descend 260 and Norco 280 or below, Transavia 7 Quebec.
Maastricht, very good evening.
So have a look here, the
1913 passing for level
visibility
210, climbing
is
2902
this, 4,000,
Napro.
and it's in meters.
1913 Maastricht
So
identified.
it's 4,000 meters, 4 kilometers
Roger.
basically.
Considering you will need to be lift me at level 260, report your requested level.
It is different in the USA though. They
We
give
request
visibility
for
in
level
statute
260,
miles, don't they? Which I don't
please,
quite
Speedbird
understand as much.
1913 heavy.
1913, roger. When passing flight level 250, direct lift me and climb to flight level 260.
Passing 250, direct leaping and stop climb with 260, Speedbird 1913, thank you.
VNAV path, good afternoon. That's a Boeing term. Michael, what would the correct phrase
Climb to flight level 370.
To ask ATC for a route around CBs or bad weather?
370,
Literally, Michael, you kind of just have to ask in plain English. So, for instance, if we got bad weather in front of us, I'd say Speedbird 34 Victor requesting right 20 degrees to avoid some build-ups or some bad weather or some CBs. And they'll either say yes or no. If it's no, get the seatbelt sign on. Tony, I've not noticed much of an FPS hit with that enhancement mod, no. Jax Daniels, every airline's different, but you'll have gone through assessments and things before you even get to that stage, presumably. But yeah, every airline is different, but just don't give them something they don't want. Yeah, be sensible. Lots of people think you've got to be incredibly intelligent to be a pilot. Yeah, I mean, there is some truth in that, but you don't have to be a maths genius or a whiz at science or anything like
Runner
that.
2454 are identified, direct to Romeo Kilo November.
You really don't.
Number 2454.
Victor says that was a very good example indeed. Yeah, it was almost Victor like we set that up. I promise we didn't. Have I ever tried gliding? No, I've not. I've not. Never done it in real life. I thought about it, but never really had the opportunity to go and do that. What's my system status? Side stick. So I'm just looking where we are now.
So 34 Victor, did you receive the CPDRC message?
Speedbird 34 Victor, negative.
Okay, 34 Victor, all navigation apnea.
All navigation apnea, thank you, Speedbird 34 Victor.
Contact 224, correct Langen radar 124, decimal 730.
Contact Langen radar 124, decimal 730 for Pegasus 224.
I don't know why we didn't get that. Oh,
350 inbound Kuma.
Hey Terry, am I still using self-loading cargo? No, I'm not anymore. No, I'm using Cabby for my AI.
Direct full mellow for Rhino 9.
Cabin announcements.
Transavia 7 Quebec, Mono to Unicom, top scenes, fine haven.
Hold the Unicom, the 7 Quebec, Van Abel.
Right, let's do a landing calculation, check all is well. So, London Heathrow, what runway are we using? We're still using 9 left. Let's double check. Yes, 9 left for landing. And our landing weight is going to be 6, 7, 58, 59, 60. Call it 61.8 then. 61.8, be conservative. Where's my tablet? 61.8. We have got recent showers of rain and currently heavy rain, so we'll use medium core. Apply the METAR. Flaps 3. And we've got loads of room, so we're not going to require max reverse thrust for our landing. Actual weather conditions puts us here, which is fine. 5 knot crosswind as well. Okay, so landing checklist is fine. Auto brake low, and we'll do a flaps 3 landing. Let's fill in the box.
Mastiff Radar, good evening. Transavia 4670 inbound.
Flaps already done,
box, flight level 380.
Transavia 4670, Maastricht, hello, squawk 2071.
Golf Lima Lima 09 left.
Squawk 2071, Transavia 4670.
And we have got a QNH of 1004. A temperature of 16. Also notice the dew point 16 as well, which means we can start to lose the visibility then. Winds are 140 at 6.
Transavia 4670, radar complete.
Transition is 6,000 feet. Let's double check that. Yeah, 6,000 feet.
So it's 3 for Victor, Monroe Unicom. Good evening.
Over to Unicom, speedbird 3 for Victor.
Speedbird 8530, Sierra, Monroe Unicom. Good evening.
Up to Unicom, speedbird 8530, Sierra.
So the minimums, even with that weather, it's still Cat 1 minimums, 5,000 feet. And broken 1.6, yep, so Cat 1 minimums 279. Oh, for some reason that's just come through now. Kind of weird. And close. Alright, so boxes filled out for a config 3 landing. I've already popped that on the overhead, I think, haven't I? VAP will be 139, second flight plan, copy the active. Alright, so we are all set up for the arrival into Heathrow. Let's have a look at what we're going to do. So, it is the Logan 2 Hotel, top of descent, we'll wind down 250. Well, I mean, actually, what we could do is we'll wind down into the FCU, flight level 70, just let it go and manage all the way down, and then leave Landbourne pretty much on the same heading, follow the track that I've drawn here. At the moment there's no air traffic control around, so you can see there, big white box, do not proceed beyond Lambourne without ATC clearance. We've got no ATC there, so what we'll do is we'll get to Lambourne, we'll have a look at TCAS, we'll see what traffic is around. If there's some traffic that's too close to us, in our way, beneath us, whatever, we can enter the hold at Lambourne, do a circuit maybe, if we need to. Obviously do that at clean speed, max speed there's 220 knots. Then we'll obviously leave Lambourne, getting down, platform altitude's 2,500 feet, which is above MSA, so we can get right down to the platform altitude without concerning about busting anything. Vector ourselves in along that yellow path, which is essentially what this line here is, and then when we're happy at 34 miles from Lambourne, as you can see there, it's a left-hand turn, and we will then just bring ourselves in on the ILS India Alpha Alpha. I've got the range ring set to 3,000 feet from the runway threshold, so that'll be fine. Hopefully get a nice CDA in there. Heathrow is straightforward, just a lovely airport, obviously 3 degrees ILS, nice long wide runway. I think I say wide, is it 60 metres that runway, or is it just the normal 45? Let me just have a quick look. It can make a difference. 9 left is 50, fine, 50, so halfway between the two. Then once we have landed, of course, we will vacate off to the right. I would imagine imagine it will probably, Alpha 9 Whiskey, will then backtrack on Alpha up to Terminal 5A. So that's the plan for the arrival. If it doesn't go to plan, then let's just have a look what the go around is. It is a left turn. Yeah, we've got departures on 9 right. So straight ahead when passing the ILS threshold, or 1,580 feet, whichever's later. Left turn 036 3000. So missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. Lovely. And transition altitude, as we said, 6,000. So hopefully that's the plan. Threats then to be aware of. No ATC. That's probably the biggest threat coming into somewhere like London Heathrow. God, can you imagine coming into Heathrow with no ATC? That'll be our biggest threat. There's also potential for the weather, the rain, the build-ups, and could be potentially a bit turbulent coming in. But also a rain cloud means could give us the need for a go-around if it's just dumping rain over the runway threshold in the wrong place, that kind of stuff. So weather's the weather and lack of ATC is going to be a big threat this evening. So we'll see how we get on. Hopefully it should be fun. And as I say, as we are celebrating the IniBuilds Summer Special launch this week with a new special offer launched at 1500 hours Zulu time every day this week, with offers lasting only for 24 hours. Once we get to Heathrow and land, we might do a giveaway of one of the airports that are currently on offer, which I can't remember what they are. They're in the video description below, so check those out. We'll give one of those away as we've landed, and you guys will get to choose. Terry Miller asking a question about the Barrow. Just want to make sure you've not got cross purposes there. So in the performance page, this Barrow here is the minimums from the chart, which for our approach today is this number right here, 279. Because that's your barometric altitude minimums. If we were doing an auto land, you wouldn't be filling anything into the Barrow page. You'd be putting information into the radio page, so it uses the radio altitude. In terms of the Barrow, as in the QNH, that is this field here, which you get from your weather reports. Don't confuse the two. Hey, Fruitbat, good to see you. Pat Cole, going back to gliding, yeah, I've heard it is an amazing experience. I often wonder though, where do you end up landing if something goes wrong? You haven't got an engine to get you to where you need to go. I know in my luck I'd end up in a farmer's field somewhere and getting sued for ruining his crops. SY says, afternoon from the Pacific Northwest. Awesome. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us, SY. Paco says we just land in fields. Does that not really annoy the farmers? Says they tend not to get mad. Well, no, I would imagine if they they probably just run out, don't they, and go, oh my word, are you okay? Would you like a cup of tea? At least they would do in England. Lee Rose, good evening, mate. Right, our top of descent is about 80 miles away. We're all briefed, we're all set up. I think we're happy. Adaming, you're aiming to do your first VATSIM flight tomorrow. Any tips? Right, Adaming, yeah, I'll give you my top tips. Number one, fly from an airport you know extremely well. Fly to an airport you know extremely well. Fly an aircraft that you know how to fly extremely well and know how to do holds and know how to go direct to waypoints and fly headings and conform to altitude constraints, even if it's not a normal altitude constraint, so you can put altitude constraints in if you need to. And finally, have fun. And if you don't understand something, ask. Because controllers would much rather you ask 4 times rather than get something wrong. Also, make sure you know how to fly an ILS and a RNAV approach, just in case. And I hope I'm not putting you off. SY, do we have the P242 effect? Yes, we do. Yep, we do. Not much to see at this altitude, though. Everything's pretty normal. Oh yeah, Nick, that's 101. I didn't want to insult him. Have a pen and paper ready. I've got 2 pens just in case one runs out of ink. I have 2 pens and 2 spare batteries. Fruit bar. I did wonder when someone was going to point that out. We're nearly at London. So, Adaming, where are you planning on flying from and to? Actually, Glennock's a perfect person to ask about VATSIM flying. Glennock, just... I haven't made this up, have I? You are a VATSIM controller, aren't you? Glennock, tower controller. Yeah, I thought you were. Right, there's the coastline down there. We're going to be over the English Channel then now, I think. More or less. Ooh, and a nice moonlit evening too. Hey, Talio, good fellow. How is flight designs this evening? Duffer says don't fly UK in the evenings. Well, there's not that much ATC around. There used to be. It's never as busy now as it used to be, but you can almost guarantee flying over the UK in the evening always had ATC on, but we don't have. We don't have now. I don't think we've got anything on in London. We haven't got anything at Heathrow, I don't think. I'm just going to double check that. We have got something at Leeds, Gatwick, Manchester, Stansted, but no Heathrow. So just a reminder before we hit that top of descent, of course, say tonight, we're flying into IniBuilds, London Heathrow, celebrating their Summer Surprises Week. You can get all of the airports listed in the video description down below for $9.99 each, which is a great way to save. So if you were planning on picking those airports up at any point, this is the week to do it. And do it quick, because you only get 24 hours of these offers. They will be disappearing. Tomorrow at 1700 hours Zulu time, when something new will take over. I have no idea what the next one is, by the way, so I can't even give you any advanced information on that. But yeah, obviously, if you aren't going to pick anything up, please do use our affiliate link. You get great scenery, and you also support us here on the channel as well. Doji, have I ever wanted to be a VATSIM controller, or am I just happy to be a pilot? I'd love to have a go at controlling. I honestly would. And funnily enough, a long time ago, I knew more about controlling than I did flying. But the waiting list to be taught how to use all the software, even though I would be fairly confident in knowing what to do, learning all the software and all that stuff, there is a huge waiting list to be trained on it. And they take the training very seriously, which is great, and that is exactly as it should be, because for us pilots it then makes it unbelievably realistic, which is exactly what we want. Antonio, where is the England national team? Oh, they're crying into their cup of teas. As were the rest of us at 10 PM last night, local time. Adaming, the only reason you're giving VATSIM a try is because Spot 8C is horrendous. It is. But you know what, Adaming? Once you've done it, you'll never go back. I promise you that. The French Pilot Live, thank you for following a few minutes ago, and Diwal, thank you for the follow as well over on Twitch. Appreciate that, guys. Hope you're doing well. Nearly at Logan. Brendan, which airport would be my pick of the bunch of today's IniBuilds? Heathrow, Dubai or other? Yes and yes. They would definitely be my pick, those two, because they are indeed awesome. Just have a look, what else we got? JFK. JFK is awesome. JFK is really, really good. And if you're going to do a transatlantic flight, it's just so good. Heathrow to JFK, what a pairing. Africa, of course, you've got Nairobi, which we feature on the channel here. I think that is a great airport as well. I haven't seen Detroit. I have seen LAX, Los Angeles. That also is fantastic as well. I mean, let's be honest, they're all great. It just depends whereabouts in the world you want to fly to, I guess. With the 777 being released, all of those are accessible. I didn't realise in the points league, ATC Swede was number 1, Elliot's number 2, Liana is 3rd, Eastbird's 4, Aviate is 5, Bacchius 6, Nick is 7, Peter ATCO slipping to 8th, Chris in 9th, and Bobby G is in 10th. Vodka, is this the IniBuilds A320? No, it is not. No, this is the Fenix A320, but we are flying into IniBuilds London Heathrow. Adaming, a short flight, I would agree with you there. A short flight is great once you are confident in what you're doing. That cruise segment is great, particularly if you're getting some ATC whilst you're in the cruise, because whilst you're in the cruise, you can listen to other ATC communications. ATC will talk to you just to give you simple instructions like go direct to a waypoint or contact the next controller, and it's getting that familiarity of just being able to talk on the radio to other controllers, and it builds up your confidence doing it that way. And you also know what you've got time to plan your arrival as well. Okay, top of descent. Get the constraints on. And I'm just going to double check what our latest METAR is at Heathrow. QNH 1004, so we'll pre-select that. Shuttle. Adaming, air traffic control will call you, yeah. If you flying towards their area, they'll give you a little ping and it'll just say contact me. They're not yelling at you either, they're just saying, right, you're going into my airspace now, give us a contact. If you can see you're going into their airspace, contact them maybe before you get to the waypoint where their airspace takes over. And you can actually find that out if you look on your operational flight plan. He says trying to find his own. Yeah, so if you look at our operational flight plan here, you can see Ryan Radar was as we were getting to Navi, and then you have got Hanover, and into Amsterdam 70 miles later. London begins at Logan, which is just here. Sorry, it actually begins at Zaman, because you can see you've got from Imboss to Zaman you've got 17 miles to fly, and then from Zaman to the boundary you've got 0 miles to fly, so the boundary begins there at Zaman. So if ATC was around now, I'd be able to contact them here as we enter their airspace, but there isn't any, sadly, which is a shame. But anyway, we are now going to do as we have briefed. I'm going to start heading down, and I'm going to leave it in managed descent mode and pre-select flight level 16, and as briefed, flight level 250 magenta, speed and descent mode. we go. Oh, has tower come online, Nick? That's good to know.
Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 853 Sierra, descending on the 11-2 Hotel, arrival 409 left.
I'm just checking that arrival runway still 09 left. Perfect. It is. Right, let's get tower controllers ATC frequency pinged in here, which is 118,505. It's not going to help control traffic around us though and get in, but gives us someone to talk to when we're on final. Once we get to Logan, we'll also make a little call on Unicom as we start to pick up both the Logan arrival and the Barmy 1 Hotel arrival from the north. So then we're on this track directly into Lambourne. Double checking the very latest weather. Visibility 6 kilometers with light rain scattered 700 feet. We're not going to see the ground for very long before we land. Visibility is temporary down to 4. Heavy showers of rain and QNH 1005. Adam says all this is getting you excited for tomorrow. You'll have to come back, Adam, and let us know on the next stream how it went.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our descent. Please follow the instructions of the cabin crew as we prepare for landing. Thank you.
So the breaks in the clouds, we can just see a load of the ships in the channel. It's going to be dark down there, as I was hoping we'd still have some light, but the clouds are that thick. It is going to be rather dull once we've dropped beneath them.
Ladies
Stefan,
and
good
gentlemen,
afternoon.
as you heard from our captain, we are starting our descent into London. Please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened and your seat back and tray table are in the upright position. We will collect any remaining service items in a few minutes. Thank you.
Right, so we're above Logan now. London area traffic speed 34 Victor overhead Logan flight level 250 inbound Lambourne for Heathrow's ILS runway 09 left. I can see what the weather charts and METAR was talking about. Look at the build-ups. Wasps, have you tried the cabin crew on Say Intentions, the bickering? I have tried it, but not with the bickering flight crew. We need to do a flight with Say Intentions ATC, don't we? Maybe I'll do another 777 flight. So I'm just keeping an eye now on the navigation display. Can't see anything on TCAS. So I'm going to pull speed as well, and we'll hold that speed 275. Sean, hello from Virginia, hope you're doing well. Just looking at speed constraints, we've got 250 knots at Wessel coming up. So one aircraft just behind me. I want to speed ourselves up to try and give us a little bit of separation between the two. So let's set speed 300. Oh, I wish the weather radar was working. One thing I cannot do is fly and type. So the people obviously spend text messages on Unicom with their intentions, etc. I just use voice. It's allowed now. There was a time you couldn't use voice on Unicom. I don't know why, but you can now, which is great. I'd just rather listen to somebody and speak rather than have to type my intentions out. There's some nasty stuff up ahead of us here. Hey DC, you're home now in time for the landing. Yeah, perfect timing. Nick, you slow down 280. That's fine. Well, I'm now 300, so should be good. We'll wind that down now, flight level 70, just to continue the descent. So we've got 160 magenta. Once we pass here, we should then change. Obviously, we need to slow down at Wessel 250 knots. Oh, Glennock, is that what it was? The originally Unicom was no geographical constraints. There is now, so we're not broadcasting on Unicom and somebody over in America can hear us. That makes sense. Right, seatbelts on. Cabin crew, 15 minutes to landing. It is a shame we have no London control, but never mind. It doesn't look like there's anything ahead of us, so I think it's going to work out well. I'm a bit concerned about these things. I wouldn't want to fly through those. Then again, it all looks a bit thick, doesn't it? I think these just look turbulent. We'll try and... That's why you need a working weather radar, because you'll be able to see on here what the turbulence and what they were actually like. On here, we're just looking at them and guessing. Right, speed is 250 Wessel, so let's reduce that speed. Thrust idle, speed set to 5, and as we've done that, we'll now activate the approach phase. Landing systems on. Stefan, yeah, I think that's a well-reported bug that you can still see the cabin lights. Goofy, the only thing that's coming home is the bad weather. Goofy, the bad weather never left. That's not coming home. That is home. So as you can see there, we're bang on profile 250 knots. We're now 10 miles from Lambourne. I think our aircraft is going to get wet. Looks good though, doesn't it? Just see, we've got another aircraft here coming from the north. It's 10,000 feet above us though. If he is going to Heathrow, that's going to be some fair drop. Oh, Blue, you've completed your first solo cross country this week. That is awesome. Where from and to? Obviously you don't have to answer that, but just being nosy and curious. Keep an eye on that temperature. Anti-ice is now on. Don't actually need that one. Glenn, yeah, no, we've got Tower online. We're tuned to them on the secondary. Oh, Blue, in Upper Austria. Oh, wow, what a gorgeous place to fly. Heathrow traffic, speedbird 34 Victor, overhead Lambourne, leaving Lambourne, heading westbound for the downwind ILS runway 09 left. Pull open descent. I want to wind the altitude down to 3,000. Have a look where the little level of arrow is placed. Let's get the constraints off there. And with that, then now we shall utilize VS. 10,000 feet, then get the landing lights on. Told you it'd go dark. This is SimFX as well now. Much better landing lights. You can see the clouds as well. Get more of a sense of flying through them. Oh, that is awesome. How good did that look? QNH 1005 approach checklist. So our barrier F QNH is set 1005. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums enter 279.
And Heathrow, traffic speed at 821 Charlie's entering the hold at Lambourne for traffic separation and altitude
EFB stowed. So we've got an aircraft ahead of us about 10 miles on trail. That's fine, that will work. Just had an aircraft taking up the hold at Lambourne, which is quite nice of them actually, as otherwise they were probably going to be on our tail. They were a bit high as well, to be fair. So I would imagine that circuit will help them. So we've got no ATC. ATC street restrictions, well basically free speed at the minute. If ATC were online and they were busy, we'd have to maintain 220 knots clean speed at this point, but they're not, so I'm just keeping the speed up 250. We will start to slow down shortly though, once we sort of get a beam the airport.
Traffic, Runway 1 single on a 2.5 miles runway left 04.
Adam Ween says, SimFX is probably the best thing you bought graphically for Flight Sim. Yeah, it's great add-on, isn't it? Hey, Will Allen, thank you for joining us on the live. Glad you enjoyed the videos. So I'm happy still to keep that speed up at the moment, as we're not getting closer to the traffic in front of us, which is obviously very important. And remember, once we've landed, guys, we will do a giveaway. One of the IniBuilds airports that are currently on offer. So 7,000. Vienna Path, are we buttering it tonight? I've got no idea. I mean, I'm not going to have much time to actually see the runway. It's still Cat 1, but the clouds are getting lower and lower. It's not a day for plane spotting. Latest information for us visibility is 6,000 meters. Hey Lenny Brooks, how you doing? Seagood, you can only, the giveaways that we do are only available on YouTube, so you've got plenty of time if you want to flick over to YouTube to enter there. I'll tell you how to enter shortly. Right, India Alpha Alpha is identified. Let's start slowing our aircraft down. So, thrust idle low descent.
Heathrow traffic, BA A320 Charlie 8, and hold up wall Lambourne, 7,000 feet, 50 knots.
Hey Sean, good to see you. Fly Guy says nasty weather around London tonight. It looks a bit wet, doesn't it? Looks great. Terry, that's no problem. Any questions, you know where we are. Hey Kiwi Sim Pilot, good evening. Just remember, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do hit that like button for us.
Heathrow traffic, 476, turning right, heading to 75 to avoid traffic, Heathrow traffic.
And Heathrow traffic, speedbird 34 Victor, 30 miles now west of Lambourne on the downwind for ILS 09 left, reducing speed to 100 knots. David, you had this stream set up to watch and you fell asleep, like most passengers then. You woke up for the landing. As Lazinga says, what a surprise, it's rainy in London. I know. I can hear the rain now. Organ, that sounds great, thank you. Now, just watching these guys here that look like they're extending the downwind a little bit. I don't want to come in on them, so we might just pull heading and just see where these guys go. So, heading mode. It does look like he's going the wrong way. Okay, let's make our left traffic. Heathrow traffic, speedbird 34 Victor, turning base now. 11 miles from the ILS, 09 left, Heathrow traffic. What we might then do is just go direct to not that one. Not quite sure where this guy went. This is just the problem when there's no ATC around for someone like Heathrow, which is just so busy. He's now back on the ILS, isn't he? Yeah.
Speedbird 34 Victor, can you report your speed?
Speedbird 34 Victor reported 200 knots.
Roger, thanks.
Fast slow, lock blue, Catherine Jewel to pound 1-2. Flaps 1, speed's checked. Flaps 1. Heathrow Tower, good afternoon, speedbird 34 Victor, establishing ILS 09 left at 12 miles.
Speedbird 34 Victor, Heathrow Tower, hello, continue approach runway 09 left, you are number 2, report indicated airspeed.
Continue approach 09 left, number 2, and slowing 180.
Speedbird 34 Victor, roger, maintain speed 180 knots until 6 DME.
180 till 6, speedbird 34 Victor. Lock start.
Tower, hello, Speedbird 476.
Speedbird 476, Heathrow Tower, hello, you're number 3, continue approach runway 09 left, speed 160 knots, maintain till 4 DME.
Continue approach 09 left, speed 160 to 4 DME, Speedbird 476.
Close up, captured, Mr. Approach altitude 3,000 feet, set.
Speedbird 853 Sierra, Heathrow.
Go ahead, Speedbird 853 Sierra.
Speedbird 853 Sierra, for the spacing, maintain altitude 4,000 feet and your present heading.
Maintain 4,000, present heading, Speedbird 853.
17 knot crosswind. Looks like they're from the tail as well, so let's go flaps 2, nice and just before we get to 2,000 feet. So speed's checked. 2,000 feet.
Speedbird 15, stand 539, request push and start.
Speedbird 15, stand 539, push and start approved, face south, QNH 1005.
Ados Alex, good evening to you.
QNH 1005, Speedbird 15.
I know, you won't often hear us flying into Heathrow.
Heathrow Air Canada 857, looking for push and start.
Air Canada 857, stand 538. Just hold position, I've got one pushing to your right-hand side.
Copy, we'll wait for the one on the right, and we'll wait for your system down.
And flaps 3.
Shuttle 18 Hotel, holding point 09 right, ready for departure.
Flaps 3.
Shuttle 18, thank you, from November Bravo 10, surface winds 170 degrees, 6 knots, runway 09 right, clear for takeoff.
Cabin crew, take your seats for
From November Bravo 10, clear
landing
takeoff
checklist.
to 09
Cabin
right,
is
Shuttle
secured,
18.
going altitude 3,000
Speedbird
feet.
8530, thank you. You can start a right-hand vector to join the ILS, runway 09 left, and descend altitude 3,000 feet.
It's a nice crosswind.
10 right for vector, and descend to 3,000, Speedbird 8530.
Speedbird 8530, technically I'm not allowed to control you at your current position, but resume our navigation to join the ILS with a right-hand turn.
That is good
Yeah, we'll
ATC.
resume the ILS with the right-hand turn, Speedbird 853 Victor. That's
Well, thank you.
3 Sierra.
Thank you. Speedbird 9085, welcome to Heathrow. After vacating, taxi second right via Bravo.
Second right via Bravo, Speedbird 985.
Speedbird 34 Victor, there's traffic behind by 2 nautical miles, surface winds 170 degrees, 6 knots, runway 09 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 09 left, and noted the traffic behind Speedbird 34 Victor. Right, how fast can we get off?
Speedbird 9085, taxi Bravo, Delta, stand 572.
Bravo, Delta, stand 502 for Speedbird 985?
572.
Stand 572 for Speedbird 985.
Above.
Minimum. That's 8254, ready for push and start.
Cathy 254, stand 340, push and start approved, face to the north, QNH 1005.
30, 20. Facing to the north, QNH 1005, 8254.
Idle, manual brakes. Not the smoothest touchdown, but safe enough. Let's see if we can get off before we make this aircraft go around.
Speedbird 34 Victor, welcome to Heathrow, expedite vacate, then taxi right Alpha.
Vacate, then taxi right Alpha, Speedbird 34 Victor.
Speedbird 476, surface winds 170 degrees, 6 knots, runway 09 left, clear to land.
09 left, clear to land, see you 476.
Shuttle 180, nothing further now, monitor Unicom, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Unicom, good evening, bye-bye, Shuttle 180.
Speedbird 34 Victor, taxi via Alpha, hold short of Echo.
Taxi Alpha, hold short Echo, Speedbird 34 Victor.
Speedbird 853 Sierra established.
Speedbird 853 Sierra, thanks for your help there. Continue approach runway 09 left, during number 2, surface winds 170 degrees, 6 knots.
Please remain seated.
09 left, number 2, Speedbird 853 Sierra.
And the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you before you leave the aircraft. On behalf of the crew, I would like to thank you for flying with us today. We hope you had a pleasant flight, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon.
Speedbird 34 Victor, after the company Boeing 777 to your left-hand side, taxi via Echo, holding point Echo 1.
After the Boeing 777, taxi via Echo, hold Echo 1, Speedbird 34 Victor.
Speedbird 476, welcome to Heathrow, first right via Alpha, stand 509.
First right by Alpha 509, CF476, thank you.
Speedbird 15 request
Alpine 67 Delta, Mike information, Fox, request clearance, FR2 Paris.
There were two stations there, Alpine 67 Delta Mike standby, and the other station.
Speedbird 15 request taxi.
Spirit 15, thank you. Taxi right turn link 53, holding point November Bravo 11.
Right link 53, hold November Bravo 11. Speedbird 15.
There he is.
Canada 857 after the Boeing 787 British Airways, stand 538, push and start approved, face south, QNH 1005.
We'll be push and start approved, we'll face south, we'll watch for the tail of the Speedbird to clear us first.
Okay, so AP is running, we've cleaned the aircraft up. Big Red Buffalo says, great stream, do this flight a lot in real life as a passenger, good to see it from the sim. So, is that Echo? Yes.
Speedbird 178, did you give us stand 551?
Speedbird 178, hey firm.
Do you have something better for us than a bus stand in this ghastly weather?
Roger, I don't know what stand is better, but you can try to take stand 556, it's on the left-hand side.
556, anything is better than a bus gate in the rain.
Tower, hello, Speedbird 821, Charlie with you, 10 nautical mile final, 09 left.
Speedbird 821, Charlie, Heathrow Tower, hello,
all
you are
these
number 3,
777s knocking around now doing a nighttime flight ops
reduce your
overnight
minimum
to
approach speed.
Far East.
Reduce the minimum approach speed and continue the approach for 821 Charlie.
So yeah, we'll get parked
Hey,
up.
very good evening. Iberia 383 with you, please.
We'll do a little bit of an IniBuilds giveaway, courtesy of IniBuilds, our channel partner. Remember, you can pick up anything on their
left, your number 2, speed
special
160 knots,
sale
maintain
this
till
week.
4 DME.
Use the link in the video description below, or pinned into the chat, and support the stream at the same time.
Iberian 383, that doesn't make much difference, but I didn't realise, sorry.
If you need me to hold a bit faster speed, so I can happily do that for you. From 821 Charlie.
Spirit 821 Charlie, yeah. To be fair, with the spacing it should work perfectly fine.
Hey, sir, not a problem.
Speedbird 15, report ready.
RH, how did I limit the distance
Speedbird
1 to 2 down?
853 Sierra, apologies, surface wind
I have
170 degrees,
no
6 knots,
idea.
runway 09 left, clear to land.
That was a lucky moment.
Clear to land 09 left, Speedbird 853, still.
Speedbird 15, report ready.
Speedbird 15 ready on region.
Speedbird 15 from November Bravo 11, surface winds 160 degrees, 7 knots, runway 09 right, clear for takeoff.
And Irish Dave says doing a 15-hour flight yesterday,
right, Speedbird
LA to Dubai.
Speedbird 34 Victor, taxi left turn Bravo, stand 305 left.
Taxi left turn Bravo stand 305 left, Speedbird 24 Victor.
Alpine 67 Delta Mike, Heathrow Tower.
67 Delta Mike, ready to copy.
Alpine 67 Delta Mike, thank you. Cleared to Paris via the Mod Me 1 Juliet departure, squawk 3521.
Mod Me 1 Juliet departure, squawk 3521.
Harsh on the frame rates though, isn't it?
Alpine 67 Delta Mike, correct. Break Speedbird 853 Sierra, welcome to Heathrow. Taxi second left via Bravo, Kilo, holding point Kilo 1.
Yeah, so Irish says we were doing a 15-hour flight yesterday, LA to Dubai, got over Turkey, started descent, and the game crashed.
Iberian 383, surface winds 170 degrees, 6 knots, runway 09
You have my
left,
sympathies, I can't imagine much.
Iberian 383.
Tower, good evening, Speedbird 5 Delta Whiskey, information Bravo on board, our Airbus 320-200 with PDC.
I'd love to get the GSX menu up now to show me what terminal we are at.
Speedbird 5 Delta Whiskey, Heathrow Tower, hello, stand 512, push and start approved, face south, QNH 1005. Just caution, there's a company aircraft parking on your right-hand side.
Okay, caution the traffic on the right, clear for the push and start facing south from gate 512 and QNH 1005, Speedbird 5 Delta Whiskey.
I don't think it's the first stand, I think it's the second. Over here.
Cathay 254, taxi left and then left again onto Echo, holding point Echo 1.
It's great that this place is so busy at this time of night, with ATC as well.
Turn left and left,
Echo and holding point Echo 1 run 0, 9 right, 32 point.
So I believe this is Romeo.
Heathrow Tower,
Not the next left, but the
857
left
for taxi.
after.
Canada 857, taxi, right turn, link 53, holding points November Bravo 11.
Taxi via link 53, holding
07.
point November Bravo 11. There can be a place.
Speedbird 821 Charlie, clear to land 09 left, surface winds 170 degrees,
And
6 knots.
Unfortunately, sir, we'd already keep the go around for that one. Apologies.
Speedbird 821 Charlie, no worries, turn left heading 360 degrees, climb altitude 3,000 feet.
So we'll check out the replay, see if we get any of the wind effects
Copy, and climbing 3,000.
with the immersion mod, and we'll also
Iberian 383, welcome to Heathrow, taxi,
running the giveaway.
right
Nice
turn via
departure there.
Alpha,
Actually, no, that's not a departure,
and
that's a go
Yankee,
around.
stand 523.
523 via Alpha and Yankee, Iberian 383.
Heathrow Tower, good evening, you're ring 628 November, just grabbing all the localizer now, about 10 DME, we've got a QNH and wind
Adam, is
check, please.
GSX worth it? I think so for the
You're
pushback
ring
alone.
628 November, Heathrow Tower, hello, continue approach 09 left, you're number 2, wind check is 170 degrees, 6 knots, and the QNH 1005.
Approach number 09 left, in the QNH 1005, many thanks for that, you're ring 628 November.
And the parking brake.
Heathrow Tower, good evening, we've been here about 5 minutes, couldn't get there. We're Airways, where were you?
There we go. Right, welcome to Heathrow, guys. I'm going to leave the engines running so we can do the replay. Let me just come off of VATSIM. Nick and anyone else who flew alongside us today, that is awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So, just coming off VATSIM, that is done. Now we've come off VATSIM, we might get a bit better performance as well because there's not as much ATC knocking about. Let me see. Did I definitely get the replay started this time? Yes, I did. So, let's roll the replay. I started it a long way out because I didn't want to forget. I started it a really long way out. I didn't realise quite how far I'd started that out. I think I was still over the channel looking at this. That is ridiculous. I don't even know where the airport is. Right, there it is. So let me hit play and then we'll sort out the giveaway. Okay guys, so the giveaway that we are doing tonight, IniBuilds are launching their summer special week, and it's going to be a week of surprises, meaning that every day at 6 o'clock British time, so 1700 hours UTC, we will have new offers available. They only last for 24 hours before the next one comes in, and today's offer is a host of big international airports, all available for just $9.99 each. So we're going to give away one of them. Your options are Zayed, Dubai, Honolulu, New York, Detroit, Los Angeles, Nairobi, or London Heathrow, where we have obviously just landed. So what I would like you to do to be in with a chance of entering this is I would like you to just type into the chat. We're going to type in surprise, because that's what the week is. It's an IniBuilds surprise week. Type into the chat surprise to be in with a chance of winning the giveaway. The winner will get to pick which of those airports they would like to receive free from IniBuilds. You will need an IniBuilds account, and you will have 24 hours to claim that. So Vinny, that's right, they're only available at that price for 24 hours. Then a different offer will take place tomorrow. So remember to use our link in the video description down below, and or it's also pinned into the chat as well. If there's other things you want to grab, don't forget you can also check out the Contrail store. Use our 10% discount code there on stream to get anything from the Contrail store and save yourself some money as well. You'll only need to type surprise into the chat once, and when this aircraft touches down, we will giveaway. So how long have you got? You've probably got about a minute, looking at the altitude that we are at. But yeah, should be good fun. As I say, you can then contact me via Discord or email within the next 24 hours. Before that, actually it's less than 24 hours, and before that giveaway, before that special offer ends, and another one takes its place. Rain is really coming down, isn't it? Endochrome, I don't actually notice too much difference between them. I can't compare the IniBuilds because I've not flown the IniBuilds that much, but between the fly-by-wire and the Fenix, very, very little difference between the two, which is exactly as it should be, because they are designed to feel the same. That's why the pilots can fly any of them. Alright guys, about another 30 seconds to go before we touch down. I will roll that giveaway as the wheels crunch onto the runway. It wasn't the softest of landings, was it? Hey, J-Hog. Quick, J-Hog, if you want to be in a chance with the winning, type surprise. You know you're about to touch down when you cross the motorway. Okay, so here comes the winner. Congratulations will go to... Oh, Nick, just squeaking that one in at the end there. The winner is... I don't believe it. Oh, the winner is J-Hog, who literally just came in at the end there. He doesn't even know what he's won. Oh, what a way to make an entrance. Well, now you've entered the competition and won it, I'll actually tell you what you've just won. J-Hog, you have the chat. I'll message you. You've basically just won an airport of your choice from IniBuilds out of Zayed, Dubai, Honolulu, New York JFK, Detroit, LAX, Los Angeles, Nairobi, or IniBuilds Heathrow Airport, where we just landed as part of their summer surprise week. So congratulations, J-Hog. Many thanks to everybody else who watched us this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you've all had a good flight. Remember the discount code below for the Contrail store to save yourself some money. Links are in the video description down below as well. Those airports are only on offer now and for about another 17 hours or whatever it is until 1500 Zulu tomorrow evening. So if you want any of those airports, use that link below and grab those as quick as you can before they go back up to full price. And another offer will be announced tomorrow. We'll announce that on our Discord server as well, so you can check that out. Until then, I shall see you all on the Discord server and hope to see you on our next live stream very soon. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Huge thanks to everyone who has obviously joined us this evening, supported us as well. And until next time, hope you're now geared up for a great week. Looking forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Good night, everyone. See you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
500.